ancient history of India, Vedic civilization. It was the ending of Harappan civilization and beginning of the Vedic civilization, which means we are moving from the prehistory to history, where the people called Aryans came into picture. Different people have different opinions about the origin of Aryans. Well, the Max Muller said that they were actually from the Central Asia. Bal Gangadhar Tilak said they were from the Arctic Circle. And the Dayananda Saraswati said that they were actually from Tibet. Sounds interesting, right? Till now, we do not have proper evidence about where these Aryans exactly came from. Vedic civilization. The name itself indicates that it is flooded with Vedas. Now, what are these Vedas? Who actually composed them? Why we need to believe everything written in it? Okay, let me answer you. Unlike the Harappans, least archaeological evidences were available from this Vedic age. Do you know the reason? The reason is that these Vedas are composed orally. Now comes the question, where did they actually settle first? Like everyone, they searched for the most fertile lands, and that was the Sapta Sindhu region, which has 7 different rivers, starting from the Indus, Ravi, Bias, Chenab, Satluj, Saraswati and the Jhelum river. The Vedic literature. The Vedic literature has 4 Vedas. The Vedas are the Rig Veda, the Sama Veda, the Yajur Veda and the Atharva Veda. And each and every Veda has the Brahmanas, Aranyakas and the Upanishads. Apart from this, there are also the Smritis, which internally has the Sutras, Puranas, the epics. The Ramayana and Mahabharata also belongs to this early Vedic period. And that's how the Vedic civilization was actually divided into the early Vedic civilization and the later Vedic civilization. The mantra which you could see over here, Om Boom Bhuva Swaha, this was actually the Gayatri mantra, which was actually taken from the Rig Veda from the 3rd mandala. So, what is this mandala? Let us know about it. Let us get deeply into this Rig Veda and let us know what is inside this Rig Veda. Let me be clear about this point that it is not meant for everyone. It is only for the Brahmanic sect. These were passed to the future generations orally. There was no written script available for this. Now, the Rig Veda was very huge book and it has around 1028 hymns. So it was divided into parts. These parts were actually known as the mandalas. And there are 10 mandalas in it. From the 3rd mandal, the Gayatri mantra was taken, and from the 10th mandal, the Varna system came out. Wars. Yes, there were also evidences that war took place during this time. The war was actually between 2 tribes. The tribes were the Kuru and the Bharata tribe. Finally, the Bharata tribe won the battle, and that's how the name of our India was known as Bharata. The social organization of this Rigvedic period. The women were given importance and they were also involved in decision making. Coming to the Varna system, remember that this system was based on the skill but not by birth in the early Vedic age. The topmost class over here is the Brahmanic sect, and next comes the Kshatriyas, next comes the Vaishyas, and finally comes the Shudras. There were the patriarchal families, women were given importance, but the elderly male person was considered as the head of the family. Games and festivals were also celebrated during the Vedic age. The most known games over here are the chariot race, the ball games, and even the hide and seek games. There were even the partying culture during that age, and people consumed the intoxicating drink named Soma. Swayamvara system of marriage was prevalent during that time, which shows that women were given importance. But remember, it is not meant for every woman. Now here comes the later Vedic age, marks the end of the Rigvedic civilization and the beginning of the period in which the Samaveda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda, the Sutras and the epics gained the importance. Aryans now started exploring India. They moved from the Sapta Sindhu to the Gangetic Plain areas. The Vedas, known as the Samaveda, Atharva Veda and the Yajur Veda came into picture in this period. The Samaveda, which includes the importance of the Indian music, the Yajur Veda tells about the sacrificial prayers, the Atharva Veda has the magical spells. Brahmanas, the Aranyakas and the Upanishads also came into picture during this period. And remember that they were actually considered as the part of the Vedas. The Brahmanas are said to be the commentaries of Vedas, Aranyakas are referred as the forest texts, and the Upanishads to the philosophy. Philosophy here includes the words such as the karma, moksha, and talks all about the soul. The most prevalent gods during this period are Indra, Agni, Varuna, and Soma. Vedas, which happened during the later Vedic period, are three popular Vedas: the Ashwamedha Yaga, the Rajasuya Yaga, and the Vajpayee Yaga. The Ashwamedha Yaga, it was a horse sacrificial ritual which was actually done by the kings to prove their imperial sovereignty on whole states, which wherever the horse passes. Rajasuya Yaga, it was actually for bestowing the supreme powers on the king, and the Vajpayee Yaga, which was actually for the bountiful crops. The social life of the later Vedic civilization. Varnas became the rigid caste system and the women's status slowly started declining. Boys at the early age were sent to the Gurukul for the education. And gradually, the Vedic civilization came to end around 600 BCE. The new era called the Janapadas began.